I'm Fred Wilkinson, Chief Editor of the National Provisioner. Today I'm talking with Christi Calhoun. She is with the American Meat Science Association. She is their Scientific Communications Resource Officer. AMSA has a series of educational workshops coming up, and Christi is here to share some information about that. Christi, to get things started, could you just kind of tell us a little bit about the series of workshops and kind of what the areas they will cover and kind of what the educational goal is for this educational series?
Oh, absolutely, Fred. And thanks for the opportunity to talk about maybe more broadly educational offerings, the suite of offerings really the AMSA has. I'd like to start with those that aren't familiar with AMSA, American Meat Science Association. We're celebrating our 60th year this year, and we're a professional association of over 2,300 professionals that touch the areas of the meat industry that can include the university research and educational institutions, government, meat processing, packaging companies, ingredients, and service companies. And that's internationally and domestically. And so our membership actually also includes students as well. And so some of the educational products and items that we have cater to students as well. Today, I'll focus on the short courses most specifically and share some other things that we have that people might not be aware of, all in the spirit of supporting one of our core strategies, which is demonstrating scientific leadership. And also another strategy is obviously membership value. One of the unique things I believe is that we offer a lot of our products to beyond our membership. And we like to expose anyone in the meat industry that can gain value or the allied industries. Most of our offerings are available to them. So I'll start with what we're calling the fall short course series. And we have a Pork 101, which is we call a comprehensive training in pork production and processing. And this is being offered in two locations. It's in Iowa State, Ames, Iowa, October 21 through 23, and in University Park, Pennsylvania at Penn State on October 29 through 31. Very hands-on. I was able to experience both of these last year firsthand. They are fantastic. The instructors that we coordinate with at each of the universities, I'll say, know their stuff. Not only do you learn a lot, it's fun. It's very interactive. It's not just sitting in the classroom. And then we also have Poultry 101, which is fundamentals of poultry production and processing. And that's being offered coming up soon, September 10 through 12 in Fayetteville, Arkansas, at the University of Arkansas. And so those two registrations are open, meatscience.org. You can find access to get registered for those. There is a Poultry 201. So next level, go a little deeper in poultry. We call that the advanced techniques in poultry marination and breading. That one's very popular. It's already filled, but want to get the awareness out for next year. If it's something of interest, watch early. And then finally, a spring offering is Salumi 101, merging the art and science of dry cured meats. We haven't decided the date or location, but again, a very unique and specific hands-on opportunity to actually make a variety of products. In all of these courses, the really neat thing is it gives some folks the chance to actually understand the process of making many of the common items you see at the restaurant and in the grocery store, and you get to experience that. And some folks in their roles within the meat industry don't get that chance to understand and see and immerse in all of the steps. So they're really very pretty broad. Again, 3-day, call it experiential learning.
Okay,
So
and
those
these
are
courses, they're open to any meat industry professionals or students. You don't need to be AMSA member, is that correct?
that is correct. Anyone can register and attend. And again, at meatscience.org and under education offerings, you can find the links. So
Okay.
then some other, I guess, not even accompaniments, but additional offerings we have around education. and that I think a lot of people aren't aware of yet because it's fairly new from AMSA, but we started an online course and we have a couple more planned. The one that's available currently is called Business of Meat, Enhancing Your Business Confidence in the Meat Industry. And this is 5 learning modules. They're focused on just different aspects of the meat business. We think it takes about 4 to 5 hours to get through them. And the participants gain insights in leadership and personal development, but more importantly, really for us, is the basics meat information, like how are yields calculated, what drives the markets, some of the financial planning pieces. So again, things associated with the business of meat. And we have a couple more all in the pipeline. One is in progress around packaging, and then food safety and quality assurance. We don't quite have a timeline on yet, but you can watch for more online offerings from AMSA. There is a small fee to take these, and we are happy to work with folks in even classrooms if there's a broader group of people that want to take it. And so we're pretty flexible in how we offer those. And then I'll close with the other ways that we share the science that we have amongst our membership, which is the basis for a lot of problem solving, obviously, is through webinars. Those we offer monthly. Again, don't need to be an AMSA member to join. We do require registration, but we promote those on our LinkedIn and Facebook sites, and anyone can join those. Then they get posted on our website and are available on demand. Also, podcast series called The Meats Pad, and that's a weekly offering with a variety of guests, everything from going deep into science to more broadly on unique things that people are doing within the meat industry, and maybe someone talking about issues or challenges in the meat industry. So the Meats Pad and is also quite entertaining. The hosts of the show do a fantastic job. And finally, the latest thing we've offered to the industry is a new website we call The Meat Locker. So it's themeatlocker.org, and it is partly a project that was funded by some resources we got called Technical Assistance Provider Funds, and it's designed to be kind of one-stop shopping for a small to mid-sized meat processor. We're trying not to make it as heavy science as some of our AMSA-focused website products. The two websites will talk to each other, but we really want this to be user-friendly and easily searchable, and we are adding content weekly on themeatlocker.org. So that's what I had to talk about today, Fred.
Okay. And it sounds like from the topics that you mentioned that the focus of these courses will be kind of hands-on, real-world application, not just, kind of getting deep into the science of things. Is that correct?
Exactly. You stated it perfectly. Yes, you get to, in the instance of Pork 101, see the live animal, go through the whole processing, harvest steps, and fabrication, make products. Folks come in and talk about markets and carcass value, carcass quality, everything that would be involved in kind of the gate to plate, really.
And the focus of the workshops, did these topics, did they come about from input that AMSA had heard from members, or kind of what was behind you coming up with this specific focus of these courses?
Yes, we know there's interest and a demand, a need for this kind of holistic understanding of the whole process, again, of meat from live animal to the market. And it's, when you think about someone that is in a position somewhere in the industry that came from maybe not within meat, and they just have a lot of probably information gaps. And so it was really designed for that type of person to get familiar and more comfortable in their role, because they'll see all the steps that they may not get access to. It also was designed for folks that are even on the live side of production. If you think about pork, they may be raising the pigs, but then they don't know what happens further down the chain. And it just makes them more knowledgeable and understanding how the whole supply chain works together, around animal welfare and how animals are cared for and how they're managed as they head to slaughter. Someone on the production side, it's important for them to know how their actions and behaviors affect meat quality further down the chain. So there's also that aspect of it.
So it sounds like filling in gaps in knowledge that professionals may have is kind of a key goal of this series. Would that be accurate?
Yes, it is. Exactly.
Well, Christy, thank you for joining me today. Again, for individuals who are interested in taking part in these courses, how would they go about doing that?
Thanks. Go to meatscience.org and look under the education and old products link. Also on LinkedIn and Facebook right now, we've got a lot of promotions going on with a scan code you can find. And again, you can find us at Meat Science on LinkedIn and on Facebook and even Instagram.
Well, Christy, thank you very much.
Yes, thanks, Fred.